The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
To the Beauty and the Beast show. My name is Jeff Lane. I am filling in today for Vince Russo, and we do have a very special guest that Sarah lined up. But before we get to that, let's go to Miss Sarah Russi, the Beauty. Sarah, now, for those that don't follow you on Twitter, you tend to tweet out some very interesting things, and I'm going to read a couple of those, and I want you to explain. Okay. I saw one last week, and all it said was, "My humor is better than your tits." So what did that mean?
I don't know. I mean, I just come up with random shit and I tweet it.
Okay. Scott, the Beast.
Yes.
What is more attractive to you on a woman? Her humor or her chest?
I think everything.
Oh, everything? Look at that. Politically correct answer.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah, this one I think you tweeted yesterday. This one's interesting, and this will be the last one because I want to get to our guest. But, Sarah, you wrote, "Life is great when you know there are people that want to F you and never will."
Yeah, what about it?
I just think these tweets are interesting. I think you need to start covering some of this stuff on the show.
All right.
Scott, what do you think of that tweet?
No, I like that tweet.
Yeah, I bet you do. Now listen, Scott, we've been sitting here for what, like almost 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
Because we've been waiting for Sarah.
Yes.
You're a little upset about that, aren't you?
A little bit, but I'm okay.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's see that bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're late again. Now you gotta be on time. This is the Beauty and the Beast show. You gotta be on time. Be on time next time. I'm gonna cut the major paper bag rant on you, but I forgive you and I love you anyway. So you're a great co-host. But be on time next time.
You're remarkable.
Very good, Scott. All right, Sarah. He just popped your plastic bag, paper bag promo cherry. How did that feel to be ripped a new one by Scott?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, now listen, we're going to get to the guest. And, Sarah, you got the guest. Again, doing a great job getting guests. And I think we're at the point now, we're on the 9th episode. I don't think you and Scott need Vince anymore. I think you guys are capable of doing your own show. With that said, I definitely don't think you need me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to check myself out, I'm going to hand the show over to Sarah and Scott, and you guys are going to take it away with your special guest. So, Sarah, give him the big introduction.
Well, I got professional wrestler Bill DeMott on the show, and I'm really excited to talk to him. I did his show before. He has his own podcast on Vince Russo's The Brand as well, called The Bill DeMott Experience, and I'm excited to talk to him again.
I'm stuck on the tweet.
You're still stuck on my tweet?
I'm stuck on because I read them. And I tried to figure out I wasn't sure if it was the humor or the chest. But then Scott said he liked them both, so I was really confused. And
what
then
do you prefer?
I figure I can get humor anywhere. So I'm for the other. But I saw you tweet. Here's what I want to know. This is the most important thing for me. Here's what I need to know. What is with Todd Bridges? Scott.
What?
What's with Todd Bridges?
I don't know.
I mean, Sarah always talks about Todd Bridges this, Todd Bridges call me, all these things.
Well, why do you want to know?
Well, because it's not like you're just saying it's like Todd Schmegma from Schenectady. You're talking about Todd Bridges, and I might be the only person out there who reads your tweets who know who Todd Bridges is.
No, a lot of people know who he is.
Yeah, but none your age.
Well, we're in a relationship. I can't tweet him.
Wait a minute. A relationship like as in more than tweets? That's your man?
Yeah, like I've said it on the show before.
Yeah, but I feel like
previous shows. Come on.
I said Brooke Burke was my chick one time. It doesn't mean we're connected at the hip. So you and Todd Bridges are an item?
I guess you could say that.
Scott.
What?
Scott, help me out. Has Todd Bridges been on your show yet?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't want him on the show, do you?
I wouldn't mind having him.
Scott, I'm calling bullshit on the relationship. What do you think?
Oh, you think I'm making that up?
I don't know. I find it a
Well,
little
why don't you
cattywampus.
ask him?
You only
Let
bring him
him
up once a week.
What he says.
I might call him. You might have to forward me because him and I go way back.
You and him go way back?
No, we're both the same age, so apparently we got to go way back. So
We've never met each other before?
No, never. He's like way up here, and I'm just right here. But now you're telling me that you and him are an item. How long has it been going on? Because you were an item when you did my show.
Well, I've known him for a while. I mean, we've been friends for a while.
I want specifics. I need Scott.
Come on, I can't give out personal details.
You tweeted. What was the line again? Jeff said it. People who want to do what makes you. What is the thing?
Life is great when you know there are people that want to F you, and I'm editing that out. I'm not a potty mouth like Sarah, you know what I mean? So
You're editing it out? No, don't edit it out. That's great.
Life is no, I mean I'm editing myself. I'm not saying the word. Life is great when you know there are people that want to F you and never will.
So you tweet that, but you can't tell me how you hooked up with Willis?
Well, his
name is not important.
Scott, I'm having issues here.
I mean, we met like I meet a lot of people like talking to them on Twitter and stuff.
So did you actually meet him, or are you guys just like Twitter a couple?
No, we met before.
You big silly goose.
All right. I'm just I gotta ask, right? This is what people do. They ask questions. You can start a conversation. Scott's not saying a word.
We actually did a show together called Hospital Arrest.
Were you in a nurse's outfit?
No, it was a court clerk.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong kind of show. What does Scott think about this?
I think it's very fascinating.
Which part?
And the whole conversation.
I think so what is he, Sarah, all respect to him. Is he still an A-lister or is he a B-lister?
He's A-list.
I know to you he's A-list because that's your man now. That's what you say. I still want proof of that, but...
You can't handle the...
And he hosts a game show out in Vegas.
Why you're looking off to the side like he's sitting there listening?
Yeah, he might be.
He is not. I can't listen to this anymore.
Don't worry.
He's not there. I was just curious because I follow you on Twitter. You and I are tweet buddies, and I read that. I went, what the hell is with Todd Bridges? But now I know. Moving on. Moving on.
How did you get involved in wrestling? What made you want to become a wrestler?
Man, I was told I couldn't do it. I was actually I say this like I've been asked that a lot of times, but it's always like it's funny to me. I was a wrestling fan, casual, and then when I left college, abruptly, that's the politically correct word, abruptly, is the equal to been thrown out of college my sophomore year. My dad had brought me into Brooklyn to a gym, and my dad is from that area, so I met Johnny Rods, and Johnny Rods actually told me I could not do it, but I could watch. So that kind of pissed me off a little bit and lit a fire under me because I was all jacked up. I was a big, huge guy, and I said I could do anything those guys are doing. And that's how I started.
Awesome.
Not so much. They really tried. I mean, they really went out of their way. Johnny Rods beat me up every day. And, like, I'm not one of those politically correct guys, so I can say he beat me up. Like, everybody else go, oh, you mistreated me. No, he beat me up. Slapped the shit out of me. Threw me around. Made me respect the business. I know that's not, you can't say that anymore, but I loved it. I was hooked. I mean, anybody gets hit in the side of the head with a telephone book, you either hit back or you learn your craft. I did both.
So, what do you have going on right now?
So many. Right now, we're in the middle of anybody who's been following my stuff. Everything in my life has been put on hold, and I've been working with Mothers Against Drunk Driving and law enforcement as we gear up for the legal process of my daughter, who we lost late last year.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, thank you. So we're just busy with that, and I'm busy going around and doing some public speaking to law enforcement, and in the in-betweens, I've been fortunate enough to do some commercials. Did a Ford commercial. I've done some other things. I finished an independent film not too long ago, and I have, hopefully, knock on wood, we're waiting to hear if I got picked up for my next film role. But you have two options after 28 years, almost 28 years in what I did in sports entertainment. That's what they call it now. But I wrestled, so it's funny, you can't go into Publix and fill out a job application. They go, what was your last job? Well, I was Bill DeMott for 28 years, and I was on TV. And they go,
yeah,
wow.
You know what? That's actually, like, I feel like that's going to be a problem for me later down the road because, when you're like self-employed, right? Like, what do you put on your job resume?
Right. So you have to be able to finagle the things. I've been fortunate enough to where I've done so many things in TV, I can at least go into those areas. You know what I mean? And that's why the podcasts are so good, because you speak to so many people all the time. It seems to work out, but to find that everyday job is the issue. So I've just been busy with that, and I'm just trying to stay on course and make sure my family's good, and then start spreading this message about drunk driving, impaired driving, and things like that.
So who are some of the guests that you've had on your show?
Holy cow! My favorite, or just some of the guests?
Well, I guess like your favorite and like.
I've started a conversation with Vince Russo that can go for 2 hours, and we still don't scratch the surface, because we have the same background, we have the same interests, we've lived the same, depending on what day you catch us, the same horrible life. But we've been through the trenches together and things like that. I love to talk to people that are just easy to talk to. And then I'm fascinated when I met, I talked to a Nobel Peace Prize winner. I had him on the show, and he was a retired colonel. So we talked about everything under the sun. And then, in one of my shows, I talked to wrestlers, and that's my thing. I love talking wrestling and things like that. But I wanted to meet the Ripley's guy from Ripley's Believe It or Not. I wanted to talk to, the guy who catches ghosts in Colorado and things like that. So I go out of my way to try to meet somebody new once a month or bring that to the forefront. But my favorite shows are the ones I do, like with my daughter, and Jeff had Casey on his show, and Jeff is always the conversation on our show. I always find a way to squeak Jeff in there, like there's this big animosity for stealing my co-host, but it's those I see Jeff, that's to me, that's the fun of it. You have to do this and have fun. And I've just been fortunate enough to catch some really serious people and have some good interviews, but my whole thing is fun. And I think if you find the people that make you laugh, or someone who drops the knowledge, that's what makes a show worthwhile.
Have you ever dated any celebrities?
No, man. My wife's the biggest celebrity I know.
That's a great answer. That's good. Ooh, that's good.
And the rule, it's like Fight Club. You don't talk about it. I have never admitted to dating one celebrity. How's that?
You never admitted to it, but
Yes.
it's happened?
I don't recall me ever admitting to it.
So it's happened, but you just won't admit it?
No, I don't recall any conversations ever about that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of confusing. You're saying that you've dated celebrities, you just won't admit it.
No, you said I did. I just said I've never had any conversations about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm the biggest celebrity I know. Ask Scott. He saw me when he was in grade school.
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah?
Yeah, I remember you in WCW.
You have like a lot of followers on Twitter.
Who?
You have a lot of followers.
I have a lot. I have a lot of followers on, but not always for the right reasons. I mean, they follow you sometimes so they can just easy access to bash you. But for the most part, I think you guys have to, everybody, especially, and I think you and I talked about this last time, is figuring out the internet and how to use it the right way, and because people will just use it to their advantage and they can make you or break you on the internet. So you gotta be smart to that. And I'm a big fan of telling everybody, don't do it. Keep your pictures and your stuff, and because one wrong caption or something, and that's your career, you know.
Yeah. I usually just use Twitter for comedy, and then
You're funny. I think you're great on Twitter.
What?
I think you're great on Twitter.
You think I'm great on Twitter?
Yeah, I read it. Jeff was reading it again, and I laughed because I read it, and I went, there she is. That's why I can't tell if your Todd Bridges thing is for real or if it's humor.
Well, maybe we got something going on.
Wait a minute. Now it's maybe. 5 minutes ago, you shut me down and go, that's my boo.
Look, it's our personal business.
Ah, see, you're learning. Very good. Our conversation. Very good.
Huh?
You're learning because I said I never admitted to it. Now you're saying the same thing. That's good.
Is it something that should be kept private?
I think so.
Why?
Well, you don't want anybody to know.
Why wouldn't I want anyone to know?
Well, because I'm asking you. You won't give me any dirt.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I said, how'd you meet him? And you said, well, that's my personal business.
I told you how I met him. Look, I'm saving my virginity till marriage.
I'm out.
So, that's...
What did she just say? Honey, what did she just say?
That's
all I have to say.
I can't with a woman that don't suck no.
That is Scott.
Yeah.
What was the interview process when Sarah became your co-host?
I was in heaven.
But what did you say to her? How did she get the job? I know you're in heaven because you're listening so carefully.
I said, thank you, Vince. I think something like thank you and say it was really good to have you. I'm really glad to have you as my co-host. I'm excited.
Did she bring up her virginity to you?
No.
No. So if it turns out where Sarah really is an item with Todd Bridges, does this influence her job title at all?
Yes.
See that, Sarah? This would be a big problem.
What happened?
From what I understand, if you're an item with Todd Bridges, Scott is rethinking your job opportunities here.
What?
Scott's taking my job opportunities?
I think you guys I think you guys are. Do you have a hidden camera in my mansion here and taping me? Because I think you guys are having your way with me right now.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Who came in? Someone came in the house.
No one came in the house.
Is it Todd Bridges?
Maybe.
I want to know.
Maybe
I know who's in my house. I hear my dog walking around on the floor.
I can't say.
Jeff.
Yes.
Scott is up to no good right now.
He is. He's on that phone relentlessly.
Are you tweeting while we're talking?
I just see what's happening.
You're in the middle of a show, for the love of Pete. What do you mean you're seeing what's happening?
I don't know.
I'm the most important person I know on this show right now, and you're on your phone looking at Google Chrome. Sarah.
Yeah?
How do you feel about what Scott's doing right now?
What did you say he was doing?
He's on his phone, Googling.
What is he Googling?
I don't know. He won't tell me.
Is he
I'm
cool
always-
with me?
I'm always getting notifications during the show. People always messaging me.
Is your answer I can't talk right now because I'm on the show
Yeah.
with Bill and Sarah?
Yeah, that's why I just say I can't talk right now. I'm on the show.
And do they say ask Bill this question?
No, they don't tell me what to ask all the time.
They have no idea who I am?
They know who you are, but they don't know you are. I didn't tell them yet.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah. What else do you do besides like? Is there any favorite TV shows you like to watch?
I'm a big TV land guy. I really don't watch TV till I'm about to lay down for the night, and I love King of Queens. Everybody loves Raymond. Just talking to Jeff about Seinfeld. If I can catch Seinfeld, where everybody else in my house watches these shows I've never even heard of, you give me, Vince and I talk about the Honeymooners all the time. I have the box where I'll go back to watch old Odd Couple and Honeymooners and stuff like that. So I'm a TV land guy as long as the King of Queens and Raymond and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know what's on. Although I just told a lie. I am a big fan. We will sit as a family and watch Naked and Afraid. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty cool.
Would you do that show?
Maybe.
Huh?
Sarah, you would do that show.
What, Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
I've actually never seen it. It's like sounds like the story of my life. Naked and Afraid.
Okay, I'm going to turn this around here. What have you been doing lately, Sarah?
Just like doing a lot of posing in my lingerie.
Yeah, but posing but it's what you're getting paid for, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I got a guy who lives in my neighborhood who poses.
A guy.
And I'm pretty sure it's.
That poses.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'd say I'm just posing in my lingerie. You have modeling gigs?
Yeah, like I get paid for photo shoots. I have a photo shoot in a few hours. He's coming here.
Wait a minute. Home? What do they call it? The doctor? What do they call it when doctors visit?
I don't know. No, they come.
House
here
calls?
all
You
the
have
time, like,
you have photo shoot house calls?
huh?
You have photo shoot house calls?
I guess. But no, they come here. There's like a lot of space here.
Ah.
And like, I guess it's just easier for them. They don't have to rent a studio. Like sometimes we go outside too.
So is it possible that this house guest is not Todd Bridges, but another beautiful model hanging out in your house right now?
There's no one here.
Oh, I don't.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Unless that Starbucks cup has like 4 hoofs on it, there's a lot of noise going on there.
Well, my friend, he has a dog, so he just puts the dog in the room. I'm like actually allergic to dogs, but he puts the dog in the room when he has a tattoo shop downstairs. And like his dog's been eating his couch, so he just puts him in the room.
So is that a no? There are no models in your house right now?
No, there's plenty of models in the house right now.
I'm completely lost. Like human models.
Yeah, me.
It's a solo photo shoot.
What?
Just you, solo.
Oh, it's solo, yeah.
Yes. Scott?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of Sarah's photo shoots?
Mm-hmm.
Break one down for me. Describe it.
Like I seen her lingerie photos. I think they're very sexy.
Why is she always in lingerie, Scott?
She's a lingerie model.
No shit.
Yeah, but like, I'm a bathing suit guy. Don't you think we should see a few bathing suits?
I do bathing suits too.
Yeah, but he's stuck on lingerie.
Well,
Is it because it's like
in
the
the summertime
secret?
I'll do more like bathing suits and stuff.
But I like Scott.
Yeah.
Jeans and a sweatshirt. Yes or no?
Jeans and a sweatshirt.
Beautiful girl, jeans and a sweatshirt. Attractive, unattractive.
But I'm more into like a beautiful girl in a bikini
Oh, man, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
So are we talking Major Guns or Sarah? Who do you pick?
Both. Well, I mean, no,
No,
Brooke
you can't
Tessmacher.
pick both.
That's greedy.
Well, Brooke Tessmacher is my goal, so I'm in love with her.
Well, you just shot down Sarah and Major Guns and went to Brooke.
Wait, who is that? A wrestler?
Yeah, Brooke
Okay,
Tessmacher.
Sarah, you and I have to fight.
I was in heaven when Vince Russo introduced you to Brooke Tessmacher in person. That was the greatest day of my life, and she kissed me on the cheek. And I have.
She
Who
did?
did he introduce you to?
Brooke Tessmacher.
Oh,
Brooke
okay.
Adams.
Did you get a tattoo of it, the kiss, or did you just...
And
What was
I had a
that?
photo of it.
You took a photo of it?
Mm-hmm.
Scott, you don't strike me as someone who has tattoos.
No, I don't have tattoos.
Would you get a tattoo of Sarah?
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh, see,
Why are
this
you
is
just
what...
saying that?
I don't know. I think if Scott's saying it, I believe it. What would
He
it
said
What
he
would
would
it
go
take?
vegetarian when we started the show, and he broke that promise a week later.
Yeah, because now you're talking about lingerie. Now the guy's eating red meat, for the love of God.
No, he said he was gonna go vegetarian, and then he didn't.
Because you come on the show like half naked.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'm not going to eat broccoli if I'm talking to a half naked girl. I'm going to eat raw meat. It's like the killer. It's like the man thing to do. It's killer instinct.
No, I don't like that stuff.
Is Todd Bridges a vegan?
You gotta ask him. I mean,
See, you're ducking.
I
You're
don't
ducking.
answer beforehand.
Have you ever been out to dinner with Todd Bridges?
Oh yeah, we've gone on to dinner.
Has he eaten meat?
Yeah.
Then he's not a vegan. Moving on. This is what I do. Jeff, you and I have a show spearing off of this somewhere. I know we do, in my mind.
I think so, yes.
Maybe I need to be your new co-host.
You are 20 minutes late.
I was trying to set up the camera, and I had to get allergy medicine too.
Because you're allergic to the dog. Did he just fall? Scott, did you just fall?
No, I just went backwards like that.
Holy cheese, Lou. I'll tell you. I want to get. Here's the two things I want to discuss before I go. I want to know what it's going to take for Scott to get a tattoo of Sarah. Because I think that's viewers. That's got subscription written all over it. Like, even if he just got your name Sarah on him, how do we make that happen, Scott?
I'm not sure.
I want you to think about that. Sarah, I want you to think about it.
What would I do for him?
No, how would you convince him to put your name on his body? This is something that has to be discussed. Then he's a Sarah Russi guy for life.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would convince him.
Okay. Here's the second thing. We got to think about this. I have 14,000 ways in my mind right now, and I just thought of the question. And 13,000 of them are all the same thing. We have to set up a GoFundMe page. Jeff and Scott and I were talking about this while you were late. We got to set up a GoFundMe page to get you a computer so people can actually see what you look like.
I have a computer, but
It's broken.
it's fine now. But the camera on it sucks. The phone is actually clearer. But with this stand, it's it's a lot better with the stand now.
It's better, but if you had your computer, it would be right there. And then when you're out in LA with Todd Bridges, you could do a show from there.
Okay.
See that? I'm thinking ahead.
But I can just do it with the stand out there.
No, because you didn't have the stand. He fell again.
Now I have a stand now.
Oh, okay. Is it your stand, but you borrowed the stand?
I just got this show on iTunes this week. I just wanted to say that.
So you're completely bypassing the whole GoFundMe page for your computer?
I need boobs.
Oh, this is a whole different conversation. Scott!
What?
What do you think of that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I got to figure. Come on, we got to put our heads together here.
Mm-hmm.
So on this show, on Beauty and the Beast, the topic is how do we get Sarah boobs? Is that what you're telling me, Scott?
Yeah.
I would like to hear your conclusion to this.
How to get Sarah's boobs?
Yeah.
You just do. I don't know. We just do.
What are you willing to do to help Sarah get her boobs?
And I'll become a millionaire or something. I don't know.
A billionaire? You don't need $1 billion.
Like, how about if you like walked across? Now, where do you live, Scott?
McHenry. I always take walks.
And Sarah, you live nowhere near Scott.
No.
I think, Scott, if you were to say on May 1st, you were going to start to walk from where you live to where Sarah lives, and if everybody pledged $1 a mile for every mile you walked, at the end of your walk, Scott, you're walking into 2 new boobs.
Yes.
Holla if you hear me.
Holla.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Sarah, what do you think about that?
If he walked here.
He walks from where he lives to where you live, and people pledge $1 a mile. When he gets to where you live, he walks into your new boobs.
Anyone who like buys my boobs for me gets to motorboat them for like 10 seconds. How's that?
He fell. He's down.
That's a fair deal.
Okay, so I'm not sure what just happened here. So Scott still got his thing going, but now openly here on the Realm Network, I've done that forever. I love doing that. You have just said to anybody who's on this, listening to this podcast, vodcast, video, watching it, iTunes, SoundCloud, across the board, anybody who buys you boobs can motorboat them for how long?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Well,
Give me a second to digest
no
this.
one's gonna do that though. No one's gonna buy me boobs. So
Not for 10 seconds. You got to be out of your mind.
I'm out of my mind.
For 10 seconds?
All right, like 5 seconds.
No. It doesn't. The time doesn't go down. It should be like 30 minutes per boob. Like Scott is willing to walk clear across the country to get these boobs, and you're gonna tell him for 10 seconds?
Look, I was making a joke. All right.
Dude, but 10 seconds threw me off. I feel like
was
Scott's
making a
getting another
joke.
bag.
I'm not gonna let anyone do that. Like they'll get a signed poster.
Okay, I think we got a good jumping off point here. So, in lieu of a computer,
A what?
instead of getting a new computer on this show, we have determined that a signed poster for anyone who purchases your new boobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I've learned so far. Scott doesn't like you or Major Guns, nor does he like paper bags. He will walk across the country for you. He's going to get a tattoo. Yes, he is. I have a feeling.
No, he's not.
You've turned him into a meat eater, as you have Todd Bridges.
He was already eating meat.
Oh, he was supposed to turn vegan.
Yeah, he was supposed to turn vegetarian.
How come you didn't turn vegetarian, Scott?
I can't give up meat. I love whips
No, you
much.
can give up meat.
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about when I'm not here? This is what I'm curious.
I don't know. Vince does most of the talking.
But this is your show.
I know. He does most of the talking.
Jeff,
Yes.
there is no way you're telling me Vince leads this show the whole time.
No, that's why he pretty much runs the show. So I was trying to see if they would do it, and I think they actually didn't do too bad. But
No, they're doing good.
right, Sarah. Before you wrap up and you let Bill plug everything, inform the audience of what people are doing at stoplights that you told Brian Dunkelman on Twitter?
Well, he wrote something like, what did people do before smartphones at stoplights? I think they probably jerked off, no?
I read that.
You saw that?
Now, Sarah.
Get him on the show. I asked him.
Sarah, were you at American Idol?
Was I there? No.
Yeah. Then where'd you see Dunkelman?
On Twitter.
Oh. So your theory is, now, if I remember right, you don't drive.
No.
So how do you know what people do at stoplights?
Car.
So before there were smartphones, you think people were pleasuring themselves at stoplights?
Yeah, I think they were. I totally think they were.
I firmly don't believe that iPhones could replace that then if that was the case. Scott, do you drive?
No.
Do you have an iPhone?
Drive.
Yes, I have an iPhone in my.
Do you pleasure yourself? That means if you're at a stoplight, what do you do? Are you on your iPhone or?
I look both ways and to make sure there's no cars coming by so I don't get hit.
Gotcha. I like that a lot.
Safety tips here on Beauty and the Beast.
Safety tips on Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you, Belle, for guesting on our show. I had a lot of fun talking to you. Where can people find you?
People can find me on Twitter at Bill DeMott, Instagram at Bill DeMott. My Facebook page is facebook.com/democracy. I have a new website out. It's thebilldemottexperience.com, and on the website I'll tell you about my YouTube shows, and everybody can see my past podcasts and things like that. And just keep out because there's talk of me actually running for some kind of legislature. So I'll keep everybody informed about that. But I'm going to try to sneak my way into some more movies and just figure out life as we go. But lots of stuff going on. Check out subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where I go and meet people and film some really cool stuff. But I'm always out and about and hopefully doing some more wrestling seminars and things like that coming up. So, I could pop up anywhere.
All right. Thank you guys for listening.
You guys are the best. Hey, Scott, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Jeff, I appreciate you.
Love it, man. Keep talking about me. I
Talk
laugh
to you.
every time.
I will for sure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Holla.